Today I'll be talking about the things I did that you shouldn't do. My name is Juliet Imo. Welcome to the fourth episode of Walking Through Infertility. So today I have a notebook. I'm trying to keep track of the things, I'm going to be discussing the things I did that I think you shouldn't do. From my last episode, we talked about anti-flu and how I had to wait for 12 months before I decided to visit the hospital. Prior to visiting the hospital, there was something I did, which is what number one on the list that I'm going to talk about today before I started my investigations. But today, main focus today is everything I did that you shouldn't do. Don't do if you're trying to conceive. So I made those mistakes so you wouldn't make the same mistakes that I did. Number one, my major. So I live in Nigeria, River State, and it's very common here in River State or rather, it's very common in the South region to hear things like mamajo, local midwives, those who help women to give birth, or those who prepare women to give birth. They have a lot of them here. So most times when, after waiting for some time and you've not conceived, you're usually advised, why don't you go and press your tummy? They will massage it, okay? The term is massage. You'll be advised to go and massage your tummy, that it will help and all that. I did it. One of my very good auntie mentioned it, that, I'll take you to Mama, and she's going to massage you, and when she massages you, whatever the issue is, you're going to conceive. So I went with her. When I went to see Mama, there was actually a queue. There were a lot of people. I went very early. I think we got there before 6:30 in the morning. There were lots of people waiting for Mama for Mama to see them. And I waited. When it was my turn, I was asked to lie down on the mat. I lay down on the mat. And then after Mama touches my stomach, puts her hand inside to touch my womb, she felt my womb, felt my cervix, and then she said something like that the mouth of your womb is small, or something like that, that is tight. I think that was the term she used, that the mouth is small, and then we need to open it up a bit, or we need to align it, something. Anyway, she said something about the mouth of my womb, and I'm thinking what she means by mouth of womb will probably be cervix. Okay. So she said she was going to massage it, bring it back, align it to be in the same line as the womb or something. Basically, what she was trying to tell me was that the reason why I hadn't conceived was because my husband's semen wasn't flowing through to the womb, because it was tight or something, or anyway, there was something, according to her, that was wrong with my cervix, which was not aligned to my womb. So I said, okay. She said no, that she'll give her like 2 months or after coming like 4 or 5 times of massaging and resetting, realigning, that I will conceive. I was blown away by her confidence. And I was like, really? So if this is the case, I should have been here long ago. So we started. I mentioned it to my husband. He said, okay. And we started the process. And every morning I would come, she'll massage. By the way, the massage is quite painful. The first time she tried to massage me, I screamed. I wanted to hold her hand. And she said if I hold her hand, I was going to pay fine. So I had to endure the pain, and enduring it meant I was squeezing my body, trying so hard to hold on to my thighs, because I wasn't allowed to touch her. And there was no bed. So I was lying on the ground. There was no bed to hold on to. After going for some sessions with her, and I think after like 2 months, I still hadn't conceived. She now said, that I should have conceived by now, that the fact that I've not conceived, that she touched my stomach, pressed in, went inside, which is also painful on its own. And she told me that she thinks I have been poisoned. Okay? That the reason why I haven't conceived is because there is poison, according to her. So, and that I needed to get the poison removed, that she can feel it. I said, poison. But anyway, since I started this stupid walk, this stupid path, I've started following this stupid path, and I might as well just be stupid along and follow along with it. So I said, okay, what are we going to do? She said her daughter was going to take me to another native midwife who was going to take out whatever it was that she saw. I followed her daughter. And then when we got there, the guy, this time around, it was a guy. So he would put his mouth to my tummy, suck it, and spit out. On top of my tummy, by the way. Suck it and spit out. I felt it was stupid. But over the years, not just from my own story, from stories of people who have been on this path with me, I've come to realize we get very stupid. We really do things that when we think about it afterwards, it's as if we should be flogged. You see medical doctors being deceived because they are desperate and they're on this path. You see people with PhD who have PhD in academics being deceived and following very stupid path. You see women and men who you think should know better doing things that they shouldn't do just because they were desperate, just because they just needed to have this child. I was one of them. I don't want you to be one of them. Have you ever had this kind of experience before in your work? Have you visited any of these local midwife? By the way, there are people who swear by them, who will tell you emphatically that they got pregnant through the aid of one of these Ijo women or Ijo men who massage tummy. It could be true. I don't know. I believe there's something my pastor used to say, that if there was no original, then there would be no fake. So there were originals. Maybe back in the days, they were very efficient. But now that people don't pay attention to our traditions anymore, people don't pass things down properly, there's a possibility that they've lost touch. I don't know. But my own experience is what I'm sharing with you, and I'm telling you, after that experience and the subsequent meeting, the next person she recommended, I still did not take in. I don't know why. That's for my major. So I'll move on to the next person. Mama Alligator Pepper. I still went this stupid path again. A colleague who is also waiting found out that there's another woman, same here in Port Harcourt, who could help women. I followed her. She had a very good testimony from somebody she knew who went to visit the woman. The woman treated her and she conceived. So I followed her. I went and saw Mama Alligator Pepper. Mama Alligator Pepper told me to lie down. I laid down. She touched as usual, made her own diagnosis, told me she was going to pound alligator pepper, mix it with some leaves, and insert it inside of me. Alligator pepper, pepper, spicy, hot. She did that. She beat one whole alligator pepper, pounded it in a mortar, mixed it with some leaves, wrapped it up with something, and inserted. Juliet, yes, Juliet, me. I did that. I carried it for some days, and I carried it for like 2 days, washed up, went back, did the same thing again. After that, still, yours truly, nothing happened. I didn't go back again. Some years down the line, there was this rave on Naira Land about Mama Helen, how good she was and all that. Mama Helen thought I was even going to go to America to get treatment. People swore by Mama Helen. The reason why I went to Mama Helen was because some women who were discussing on that thread, trying to conceive thread, could actually vouch for Mama Helen. Mama Helen is in Lagos. I took off from Port Harcourt. I went to Lagos. I visited Mama Helen. Somewhere around Apapa, I flew down to Lagos. I went to see Mama Helen. The very first day I went to see Mama Helen, it rained heavily. I'd never been to that part of Lagos before, but I had to go see Mama Helen because I felt my solution laid with Mama Helen. I went to see Mama Helen, and when I came down the area, the car that was bringing me to me couldn't go any further because the area to her house was flooded. I mean, flooded, higher than my knee. But I went in, and then I fell inside the gutter. I sat down in the gutter with the water getting close to my chest area, and I started crying. I was crying for myself, crying for my stupidity, crying for my desperation, crying for my situation. But there was really nobody came to help me. I found my way out and still continued going towards Mama Helen. I went to see Mama Helen. Mama Helen checked my womb, check, massage, told me that she needed to align my womb to my cervix. Okay, that she was going to be sending me medicine. She did all of that, massaged me. It was quite painful. It was horribly painful. Mama Helen was a bit sophisticated. She's a jaw, but she had a bit of technology. So she had this machine that was supposed to be massaging the tummy. I did not know what to expect. All I know was that she put those machine on my tummy and then the thing sucked in. Hey, I screamed. It was horribly painful. I went through it. I was Mama Helen. For like 6 months, I kept going back and forth to Lagos, pick up medicine. She would send medicine to me through ABC. After 6 months, still nothing happened. I still didn't conceive. So I borrowed myself small sense, just small, nothing much. And then I had to stop going to Mama Helen. Number 3, yes. Number 4. I used to tell myself that if I lived in the time of Jesus Christ, I probably wouldn't have followed him. Do you know why? Because in my opinion, if I were like a Jewish person and he came preaching something different, I might not have followed because I would say that it does not align with what I know about Torah, and I won't follow him. That's how I am. I'm a doubting Thomas. It takes me a long time to believe certain things. Some things for me are always too good to be true. That's the way I'm wired. But when it came to this journey, this walk, I did a lot of things that when I look back, I feel like slapping myself. So imagine me, Juliet, Chinwe Imo, somebody will tell me to grind obono, slimy obono, mix it with honey and drink. And I did it. Yours truly did it. Ask me, how does this do anything with conception? How can this be a cure for whatever it was that was making me not to conceive? But I did it without asking questions, without doubting, without any form of, you sure? Mm-mm. So then I asked myself, Juliet, doubting Thomas, doubtest thou no more? No, I doubted not. As long as you told me somebody drank it and it worked, I will try it. So anyway, I did it. I did that stupid concoction, and my husband was looking at me and shaking his head. And I said, babe, let's just do now. Let's just do. Me, I'm tired. I drank it. Nothing happened though. I didn't see any. I tried to force my husband to drink with me. He just looked at me and eyed me and walked away. He didn't even bother talking to me. But I drank it. But after drinking it, I didn't see any results. So after some time, I borrowed myself and saved my omono to make correct omono soup with stockfish and the works. I borrowed myself since, so I cannot come and die. Anyway, number 5. And I went into all various kinds of supplements. I did fertility blend supplement. I even had to order it from the US. Somebody was coming back and brought it for us. But I've heard a lot of testimony about that, but it didn't work for me. I did fertility blend both for myself and my husband. Both of us took it together 90 days. I was very sure that after 90 days we're going to conceive because I take 90 days. I took 90 days. After 90 days, I still did order for more. And we took it. My husband was with me on this one. And we took it, but still we didn't conceive. Apart from that, we started taking some other Chinese supplements that were like available in the market back then. For them, Tianxi and the brothers and the co and some very crazy ones. Just say anything online. So as soon as somebody has confirmed that it worked for me, I will try. It still didn't work. Okay? Those are all the supplements, various kinds of supplements that I took in the process in the hope that I was going to conceive. Those ones didn't work also. So number 6, Dr. Karim. This one was much down the line. Dr. Karim. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's this doctor, Dr. Karim. He's not a medical doctor. He's not a homeopathic doctor. He's not, which other doctor? I don't know. He's not a fertility doctor, but anyway, he calls himself Dr. Karim, and he cures a lot of things. Going to see Dr. Karim and hearing him speak, I knew he was stupid. I just knew it was a waste of my time. But I just said, let me try. Somebody, people have gone and testified. Let me try. So I went. Dr. Karim told me he needed to clean up my womb. Oh, Juliet. I allowed him to. May nothing ever make you get desperate in life to do things that you know are stupid. I think at a point in my life, I was like, okay, God, please use these stupid things, use these very foolish things to do something beautiful for me. Yes, I know they are stupid, but God, please help. Maybe at that point, that's probably why I was doing those things. I don't know. But anyway, Dr. Karim, I'm telling you, I have GERD today because Dr. Karim gave me diclofenac. Why? What has diclofenac got to do with conception? But I took it without even reading. After taking diclofenac for like 3-4 days, I realized I was burning up inside. My chest was on fire, my throat was on fire. And that was when I now bothered to look at the medication Dr. Karim gave to me. I looked at them and I realized that diclofenac, one of the side effects of diclofenac was GERD. I stopped, but till today I'm still having those symptoms. Once in a while I have the GERD, gastritis or whatever it's called, reflux, severe refluxes, acid reflux, very severe ones. And it started with that diclofenac medication. That was my first time ever taking diclofenac that I was given, that Dr. Karim gave to me. And probably the one he gave to me didn't have all the coatings that was supposed to help prevent that kind of issue. That's the one I'm battling with right now. The 7th one. This one will be for another day. I'll just give you a bit of it. You know when people talk about cryptic pregnancy and all that? It happened to me. Next episode, I'll talk more about the 7th thing that I think you shouldn't do while walking through infertility. Please, if it's not medical science and prayer, don't try it. That's what I think. From my own experience, everything has to be medically verified before you try it. Sometimes even this massaging could have even caused more problems than they did more good. I don't know. But these are the things that I did over the years that didn't work for me. And when I look back now, I still think there were stupid actions that I took. There are things I shouldn't have done. Next week, we'll be talking about my journey into the whole so-called cryptic pregnancy. And maybe I will probably talk more about it based on what I've researched over the years and stories that I've heard. I'll talk about my experience. I'll talk about other people's experience that are shared with me, the ones I've read online. Some, or if possible, I might even look for some maybe stories about people who the thing affected, who went to do visa and do DNA and found out that the children were not there, when they were not related to the children in any way. I'll talk about it next week. But until then, don't let desperation make you do very stupid things. Stay focused, remain focused, go to the hospital, talk to God, and be happy. God has got your back here. He sure has. If you think this thing is something you like to know more about, or you know somebody who might benefit from this, please share the link with them. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I'll keep talking and I'll keep sharing. And I'm hoping that you will not make the same mistakes that I made. Take care and have a good evening. Bye.